Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel named Learning to Learn. So today we are going to move forward with the economics last topic we have done. We have done like a month ago determinants of demand, and after that I could not upload, really sorry for that. But today we are going to continue with that particular topic. So before starting this particular topic, please welcome to my channel named Learning to Learn. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what you can do is here, if you are able to see here, this is the page, okay, and here is the Facebook, here is Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and Unacademy. I teach on Unacademy for NTA UGC net category, especially commerce. Okay, so anybody who's preparing for commerce, you can just find my lessons, and there I teach for paper 1 also and paper 2 commerce also. Okay, so if you are watching this with a mobile, you will not get these options here. What you can do is just go to my channel. After going to my channel, just you can see home, videos, playlist, community, channels, and about. Just go to about, and if you scroll down now, you'll find Facebook, Instagram, Unacademy, Twitter, Telegram, notes. So if you open this, you can go to my page directly and see what I have uploaded, any updates. Even I have a Telegram group for you can say information, providing information, as well as I have one more Telegram group for notes. If I can show you the notes group, because many of the students are complaining right now that they are not able to find notes. You can just find out all the notes which I have uploaded easily. Okay, so moving forward with today's topic. Today what we are going to do, today there is one good news for you. This is an e-book library for standard 8 to first to 8, but you can also find 11th and 12th standard material here. Here this is e-Bal Bharti. I'll provide you the links in the description box. What you need to do, you need to download the notes of 11th and 12th, and through this you'll be able to learn the entire economics. We have started the economics, but the problem was I was not able to update notes because I had to write it down, so it was taking a lot of time. So here you can find various books in Marathi language and in English language. So if I just select the English language, no, so sorry, I just took Bengali, I don't know why, by mistake. I'll choose English here. Okay, and political science, social science, philosophy, child development. We have information technology, then I think I should choose others. The subject should be economics here. Wait. Okay. History, sociology. Next. Yes, this is mathematics and statistics. You can download that also. These books are really nice because these are very you can say cool, precise. So here is, you can see economics for standard 11, and here you can see economics for standard 12. So please download standard 12 ebook and use my videos as a reference to understand this book, because many of you, even if you are giving your NTA UGC net, even if you are preparing for CS executive, sorry, not CS executive, CS foundation or CA foundation, you might come across with all these topics. Okay, you might have to know what is demand, what is market, what is supply, what is the difference between demand schedule, demand and supply, law of demand, law of supply, elasticity of demand, and many other things. So to understand that, this book is one of the best book. I've already downloaded it, and this is the book. This is the economics standard 12 book. So it includes a majoritarily microeconomics concept. Okay, so once again, okay, So today we are going to learn more about this book as well as economics, because the last economics we have done, it has been a month, so I'll just revise everything and then we can move forward. Okay, so you can also do one thing, you can scan this QR code and get more details, more teaching aids, exercises, audio video clips related to this book that will enhance your learning better. Okay, now moving forward, this is everything about the book, who actually created the book, the creative team, the committee, the illustrators, and etc. All the things, all the people who have done work in this book. Okay, this is the national anthem and the pledge. I'm really sorry. Okay, I'll just minimize it. Yes, this is the class 12th economics contents, that what contents do we are going to understand here. So subject matter of macroeconomics, microeconomics, this we have done already, so I'll take a revision quickly and then we'll move forward. Okay, so here in the next page I think we can see the index. Okay, yes, so we have done introduction to micro and macroeconomics in our previous session, so we are going to revise that, and at least demand analysis, this is what we are going to revise today. And coming further, I'll upload various videos on demand, on all these topics consequently, and I'll upload a video with the explanation in Hindi as well, so that it might be helpful for you. Now let's start with this. This is the first chapter, introduction to micro and macroeconomics. Shall we? Okay, this has become 300%. 200% is good. Okay, introduction to microeconomics and macroeconomics. Let's recall. So this is a normal thing, fine, but yes, we know what is economics. Economics is the study of money. If we talk about, you can say money, or if we are trying to understand about money, then that is called economics, right? So economics has been broadly divided into two parts, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics, as you can see here. Yes, okay, microeconomics, you can remember with the word microscope, because we use microscope to see a bacteria which is not visible to the naked eye. So microscope helps us to zoom out the image like 1000 times, and then we are able to see the bacteria. So microeconomics is somewhere related to individual study, individual market study, one consumer study, etc., where we are focused on a very small group, or basically an individual person, demand, supply, or market. Whereas if we talk about macroeconomics, macroeconomics is related to a large demand, a large group, an entire country, entire city, a whole market. So macroeconomics is much wider. Okay, so fine. Fisher, an econometrician and economist, was a joint winner with the Jan of the first Nobel Prize for Economics in 1969. He was pioneer in the econometrics, the application of mathematical models and statistical techniques. So this can be used to enhance your knowledge, so that sometimes in the MCQs they can ask related topics. So these are the topics which you can remember. Okay, now moving forward, what do we have here? Let's see. Review of macroeconomics and history of microeconomics. So you just can read it, because there are various authors, important names like David Ricardo, we have Alfred Marshall and J.R. Hicks, and each of them has contributed heavily in microeconomics. And if we talk about macroeconomics, the main prominents were Adam Smith and David Ricardo, etc., right? So you just can read it out once. Now let's go to understand the meaning of microeconomics, as I have explained you just right now. Micro means a small part of a thing, as I told you, like a microscope, where we use a microscope to watch a bacteria, right? Microeconomics thus deals with small part of the national economy. It studies with economic actions and behavior of individual units, such as individual consumer, producer, firm, price of a particular commodity or a factor, etc. So of course microeconomics deals with the small, an individual, a group, a market, a single market, etc. Now Definition of microeconomics. Okay, so many authors have given microeconomics definition, like Dobb did. Microeconomics is a fact, a microscopic study of the economy. Very simple. Microeconomics consists of looking at economy through a microscope, as it were, to see how millions of cells in the body of the economy, and individual or household, as consumers, and individuals or firms as producers, play their part in working the whole economic organism. Yes, right. The following charts given the scope of microeconomics. Okay, this is very important. You can draw the entire chart, and this basically is very important. Scope of microeconomics: theory of producing. To understand the production, we need to understand two things: demand and supply, and only on the basis of demand and supply we can derive at equilibrium, and thus we can derive at a price. Okay, so theory of factor pricing, that would be rent, wages and everything. This is what we are going to do in future. Theory of economic welfare, which includes efficiency in production, consumption and overall economic efficiency. So make sure you draw this diagram by your hand, so that you get to know where these points are related to each other, and how these points are ultimately related to microeconomics. Okay, now let me just zoom it out a bit. Yes, okay, so we have various theories of factor pricing, but we'll do this later on. Don't worry, we are going to do that. Yes, let's start with the features and importance of microeconomics, shall we? Okay, study of individual units. Of course, as I already told you, microeconomics is an individual study, individual market study. So it focuses on one single item rather than whole, just like macroeconomics. Price theory. Microeconomics deals with the determination of price of goods, very important, whereas macroeconomics deals with the whole economy, like GDP, national income, etc. So individual prices and determination of prices is the concept related to microeconomics. Okay, partial equilibrium. Equilibrium is the balance between two factors. Microeconomics analysis deals with partial equilibrium, which analyzes equilibrium position in an individual economic unit, that is, to be very frank, individual consumer. So we are here to understand an individual consumer, individual firm, individual industry, or either an individual market, which might be entirely different from the whole market, right? So it isolates an individual unit. Of course, because we are only studying the individual, ignoring every other, so of course it is isolated from every other. So certain factors we are not going to consider. So this is, you can say, this gives us a partial equilibrium, not the total equilibrium. So it isolates an individual unit from other forces and studies its equilibrium independently. The next is based on certain assumptions. Yes, if you try to learn various laws in economics, like law of demand, law of diminishing marginal utility, indifference curves, etc., everything has certain kind of assumptions and exceptions both, and if you follow both, then only that particular law comes into force. So microeconomics has a lot of assumptions so that they can prove their theories. So we have to consider those assumptions, and only after considering those assumptions that theory could be proved. Okay, we can take any example of like law of demand, elasticity of demand. We can take example of law of supply, law of diminishing marginal utility, etc. Slicing method. This is something new. Microeconomic uses slicing method. It splits or divides the whole economy into small individual units. Yes, ultimately microeconomics only studies an individual. Now you can study like 10 number of individuals separately. So what it does, it has the whole economy, and it slices up or cuts the economy into various individual economies, and then try to understand it. Okay, use of Use of marginalism principle. The concept of marginalism is the key tool of microeconomic analysis. The term marginal means change brought in total by change in one extra quantity, like marginal cost, marginal utility, marginal production, etc. So one second, where is the next page? Yes, one second. Yes, change in total because of change in additional unit. So marginal analysis helps to study a variable through the changes. Producers and consumers take economic decisions using this principle. This principle is used widely in microeconomics. It can be used in utility, it can be used in production, it can be used in cost, it can be used in revenue. So it is really used very versatile way. Now, analysis of market structure. Yes, macroeconomics, yes, analysis market structure, but different market structures on an individual basis, and we can compare also. We can have a determination of price in each and every individual market. That is also a possibility. Limited scope. Yes, macroeconomics has a limited scope because it only focuses on an individual market, whereas there is a big or a very large scope of macroeconomics, right? So yes, it does not deal with all these things. Macroeconomic deals with all these things: balance of payment, unemployment, population, GDP, national income, etc. So this was the characteristics or the features of microeconomics. So I hope you have understood this video. This was a actually short introduction video. In the next video I will be taking importance because this video length will increase a lot. So that is why I am stopping right here. So in the next video we are going to do importance, and then we'll actually do the comparison between microeconomics and macroeconomics. We'll also be trying to study macroeconomics, the features as well as its importance. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Take good care of yourselves. Download this notes. Go to the description box below. Comment your feedback if you like this video, and if you want me to bring more videos like this, just show me your support by liking and subscribing. Take good care of yourself. Study hard. Bye bye.